Well, finally that time. Ladies and gentlemen, today we've got a special reaction here. This is by far one of the most just hyped up albums. I've been recommended it now a couple of times on my past videos, specifically on my JPEG Mafia videos. But this is it. Finally sitting down, finally listening to and reacting to The Money Store by Death Grips. So for context, I've heard a little bit of Death Grips. I've never actually listened to an album of theirs. I've only heard, I think, maybe a couple of tracks here and there. I really couldn't even tell you the names. The only one that I know for a fact that I have heard is Get Got off of this album. That is the only one that I have seen play, that I have notably heard and taken note of, that okay, this is a song I enjoy it. It's just played in past on my Spotify, recommended or whatever. But The Money Store is one of those albums that I've seen now for the past I don't even know how long, 5-7 years, for as long as I've been looking into hardcore music content on the internet, YouTube, shit like that. The Money Store has just always been a highly, highly beloved album. Even doing some research just in my free time of the album prior to recording the video, seeing people talk about how critically acclaimed, very, very loved. It's kind of, as far as I know, basically like a huge landmark album, the kind of experimental hip hop realm. And Death Grips came out with, I think, Ex-Military in 2011, their debut mixtape, and then came out with this in the following year. And I mean, they were just killing shit. So I'm very, very interested to hear how this album sounds. Just going off of what I know from Get Got, I already know, Death Grips is a super, super weird, just alternative, experimental hip-hop sound that really does, I think, in the lightest way I can put it, at least, have an acquired taste to it. So I'm very interested to see how I feel about this entire record. Again, obviously this is an album that many people absolutely love. I really don't know what more to say, honestly, ahead of time. All I really know is that they've had, a couple of albums come out, now, and this is by far, the #1 most notable, maybe next to Ex-Military. So, yeah, I mean, without further ado, no more talking, no more chit-chat, let's just jump right on into it. If you guys do enjoy the video, be sure to hit that like button. Also, be sure to comment down below what you guys thought of the video. Be sure to hit that subscribe button, coming up on 1,000 subs, very, very excited for that. But yeah, without any further ado, let's just jump right on in. The Money Store. We have track #1. Again, I've already heard this one. I do really enjoy this song. Whenever it comes on, I let it play. I listen to it. I really do enjoy it. So here we go. Track #1, we have got Get Got. Let's go.
Got blood rushed in my head. They hot lock popping off the fucking block. Now clocking wristlet watch been top off.
I love that drop.
Up dragon volume blasting, bailing out my brain. Red light flash, them stop I smash. Abraxas, hydroplane, massive. That's his fight for rain and madness. Mastermind and laser ab with black fist on the way to Stratus. Come right the
Also, hold up, real quick before it continues any further. I'm gonna pull up the lyrics for this album, only because from everything that I've heard across just Death Grips in general, the general mixing of their album often lets a lot of stuff through, or of their albums often lets a lot of stuff through that kind of overtakes the vocals. So just for context, I want to have the lyrics pulled up as well, because I am very, very positive it'll be almost like a JPEG Mafia situation where I kind of just listen to the track. I don't try to find anything. I just listen. But for the sake of the album, I would like to have the lyrics pulled up. So I'm gonna have them pulled up over here. But let's keep it going.
This is, but do you know? Got blood rushed in my head. They hot lock popping off the fucking block.
I love that little drop.
Inside that watch and big size snip shots here for the one he quick size. So many ways to skin the frame. Remember when first I straight. Now just think it life from base. So what comes next? Right away. Right away. We get crucified, can't close this edge. What's the cost? Meet your head without in-depth knowledge. Should be asking, where's the sex? Or with a ski mask on my face. Got blood rush in my head. They hot like popping off the fucking block. Now clocking wrist, they watch been top off.
Yeah.
to my head, fist the bone, felt the breeze. Lift my thoughts, tucked into bed with a paper cup, skeleton wig. No, nothing since then, but seen, been floating to the next, spreading dreams. But do you know? Yeah. Got blood rush in my head, they hot like popping off the fucking block. Not clocking wristlet, watch been top off. Got blood rush in my head, they hot like popping off the fucking block. Not clocking wristlet, watch been top off.
Real quick before the song ends, I was just reading through verse number 3. Was picking up on like those last lines. Drilled a hole into my head, pierced the bone, and felt the breeze lift my thoughts out them sick bed with a pair of crow skeleton wings. I was just reading through the Genius Annotation. There are 2 meanings to this. First is that there is some kind of surgical procedure / lobotomy performed to brainwash him. And then the second is that there is some kind of drug being injected into him, making him forget his concerns and have dreams. Drilled a hole, been floating thought. The song sets the scene for the rest of the album. It says, trepanning was a method to release demons in your head by cutting a hole in it and letting them out. Is that like a real thing? Yep, that is a very, very real thing. I'm looking at the Wikipedia page. That's a guy getting a fucking drill shoved into his head. Hell of a way to kick it. That was Get Got. So I mean, I've heard that song many times, probably over 100 times at this point. I really do enjoy that song. I've never actually like read like the lyrics, and I will definitely have to go back through and read the lyrics, because there's just so much happening all at once. It is just a mental like I don't even know, like a mental hurdle, like a sprint trying to keep up with just there's just like so much like happening all in like that small bit of time that you really have to hone in. Like that, you cannot listen to that, pick up the lyrics, and also pick up the meaning, especially with how, you know, in depth some of the things are to the album. It is not super duper simple. Like you really do have to kind of slow down, listen, pause, stuff like that, stop, everything along those lines. I'm trying not to do that for this first listen. I like to kind of, you know, listen to a song. I don't like to be the person that on first listen is pausing, stopping constantly, going through, checking this thing, what is this, what is that, unless it really sticks out to me as something that is like very, you know, like cool or like neat, or something that I like really want to know more about. I try my best not to stop and pause, but it might be a requirement from this record to do that a couple of times at least, because just after reading that, like, I would not have caught that last bit unless I actually did stop and read that annotation. But yeah, I mean, again, banger fucking track. I've heard it before. I absolutely love the song. It's, you know, fantastic. Gonna go into the rest of the album now, which I have not heard. We have got track number 2. We've got The Fever, AA. Let's go. What is that sound effect? How'd you know? I would tell you let you go. Said it. Slow road anticipation. Roads on deviated septum. Blow out. Sugar cut. Go. Pass it on my way. There's no way. 25, no 25. Watch him move. Fun. Scrape. Slide. Raise to my left. I know those days still. Back it up. I got the I whatever the fuck is happening in the instrument, I'm not even gonna try to act like I know what the hell is happening in the instrumentals of these songs, because I'm sure they're gonna be wild as fuck. Whatever the fuck that is, that pulsating, like that, like wow, that is insane. It sounds crazy, and fucking MC Ride's like vocals are just so. He sounds so fucking, I don't even know what the term is, insane? Like, is that the right way? Like, he always just sounds so crazy on every song that I've heard him on, so fucking wild.
Spraying execution, which fingernails clawing through them, crawling through them. Tunnels losing, that's with everything I'm doing. That's confusion, give me more. I like to choose it. Half cock, roll tilt, grab it up. Tilt, you know what I'm saying? Fuck it. Let me up.
out, squeezing out, concussion blood, got my phone, ankles start to spin the blood. By any means that's just a ready, black on me, someone drink ready, move on in place, better faces, working in the deadest places, on your knees, back out later, squish no hands and clean and shameless, game the work, don't do the shameless, here we go, down the slide, scraping, slide, wasting, my life ain't no just day still, back it up, I got the favor.
What the fuck? Man. Okay, like I said in the beginning, after Get Got, album might require a lot more pausing and stopping. Just to kind of dig through lyrics here. Because, like, I had clicked on, like, one annotation throughout that whole fucking bit, or, well, like, one or two. But one of them, and it was a metaphor. What was it? It was, where was it? I think it was at the end of the second verse. Yeah, fuck it, upside down in a soft top bucket, scream and shred it. And then it says, this is a reference to a quote from the 1994 I'm not even gonna try to pronounce his name, novel Midnight in the Garden of Good and Evil, and then Method Man's subsequent adoption of it on his song, Bring the Pain, yep, from his album. Released in the same year, in the novel, yeah, like, just, it seems like a lot of these lyrics are insanely in-depth. Like, I'm just going through, reading off some of these right now. He's listing off the ways that crystal meth is tearing apart his life. For starters, meth is scraping out what is left of it, which is fitting as he describes it as diamonds, which is arguably the strongest material there is, and is used for digging other hard materials. Meth is drilling the life off him. Meth is siding, which means it is taking a side in its confrontation, supposedly against. Meth is wasting his life, which could refer to. Okay. God damn, man. These fucking lyrics are like insanely in depth. Just fucking wow. Wow. Yeah, no, like I'm gonna need another listen. Like, that is damn sure. If every single song is like this, I'm gonna need a second listen. For sure. But let's keep it going. Let's roll on into track number 3. We have got Lost Boys. Let's go. I'm already fucking with that.
Damn, blood on my bias, taking it home, get home, get rising. Nobody got fires, you can get his vodka. Fucking job, I'd have to rob a dumbo just to get by. Word, I done roll for life, but feelings are fun. Check the chain link ways, I'm slumming, let them know the fuck we are. Going dirty, coming out the guts of your favorite skull. Now, who's losing ground, who's proud to grab, I'm right now. When again, let me turn you down. It's such a long way,
I don't know what the fuck this is. I clicked on that, though, the last couple of lines. Who's coming up, who's losing ground, 2012, I'm shady now, running game on everything in town. I clicked that. The only thing there, it says proposed suggestion. Why? That's fucking perfect. Holy shit.
it's such a long
If I was tripping on like acid or shrooms or something, this album would be fucking me mentally.
I'm way weak, I'm right and straight, I'm living like I'm not read that what I'm saying. You have been born to bear some form, he's the first that live the step. I think I'm reaching that track, man, but what will get your check?
Yeah, I'm very happy with my choice in the beginning, to pull up lyrics, because I would be missing so much if I wasn't. I'm still not catching it all. Like I said in the past couple of songs, these lyrics are so much more beyond in depth than like just level apparent as to like their meaning. like this is gonna require more listening, but like holy shit, I like you need like the physical copies of this album better have come with a lyric book. Like you like need like the lyric like the lyrics pulled up in front of you to like really pick up on them. But fantastic fucking track, absolutely. The sound like I said on like during like one of like the I think it was like the hook or like the bridge, just this album feels like, and I say this a little bit about like Yeezus too in a sense. This album feels like you gave a couple of paranoid schizophrenic people, it feels like you gave some people with schizophrenia, some kind of hallucinogenic drug, put them into a recording studio, and told them we will not let you out until you make like an album. And you know, it's like like one of these people is super like freaked out about like words and their meanings and how much more in-depth words meanings truly have. Another one of them is just exploring the sound structure and how they can make things sound sonically so fucking crazy in this universe that their brain has been put into. It is such a like really, I think the ultimate term to describe this album so far is just the word fuck. That feels like the best way of describing it. But let's keep it going. Into track number 4, we have got Blackjack. Let's go.
Never really had to try. Never mind that. New to the mainline, jump prepare to head down. Never came up for air. Fall pocket. Get a grip, don't give up. Pocket what did. Low and keep rolling to the beat, no break. Slow it down in the style of wreck. To hell is like selling wreck. No middleman, make this mistake. Hockey, age to lead the black one down. Logic right in the stag. Know what's up? Straight. How the fuck is that? Know what's up? Straight. I don't forget to watch this. So much thing goes up on this. Oh, yeah, I'm on the smoke the most time. I won't jab that. Can't do anything but fuck. Yeah, watch that. Can't do anything but fuck. Yeah, watch that. Can't do anything but fuck. Yeah, watch that.
I'm not saying much because I'm reading it as it comes.
But don't forget to watch this. So much thing goes up on this. Who the hell are you? Shit, what the fuck?
Jesus, man, what another fucking track. Another crazy ass track. Definitely I would say by far, like out of everything that I've heard so far, probably my least favorite overall on first listen. But still generally a cool track. There's a lot there, especially in verse 2, to break down. Just going off of everything, coming from that hit me until 21 makes your chips mine. Blackjack, don't trip, you got the bill. 21 shots to your grill. 21 key number, yep, obviously Blackjack. Therefore, it would be the appropriate that the number of bullets being shot at the person is 21. Like, just the most in-depth fucking shit in the world. I'm gonna have to go through and evaluate all this. I'm going to have to. There's no other way around it. I'm gonna have to if I want to do the album full on justice. Like in full. One thing I should say as well. These reviews are never, these reactions are never a review. These are never me giving my full thoughts on it. I know in the chapters or whatever, I put final thoughts, stuff like that. I always sit with the music for a much longer period than just these videos. So these videos are purely just a capture of the first listen in case there's any, surprises or anything, especially with an album like this where, it's very, very hyped up. I've heard a lot of good things about it. So just want to put that out there. But yeah, I'm definitely going to have to break down a lot more of that song. Just to really dive into it. Same with the rest of the album. But going into track number 5, we have got Hustle Bones. Let's go. The fuck?
Give a fuck what you heard, yeah, fuck what you heard. For this real shit, kick your whole clip to the cup. What? But you don't even reason.
I don't gotta know any more than that hook just to let you, or at least that intro just to let you know that the white kids go crazy to this shit in the mosh pit.
What you know about bubbling? Hustle bones coming out my mouth. Hustle bones coming out my. Hustle bones coming out my mouth. Hustle bones coming out my. Coming out my mouth. Hustle bones coming out my. Hustle bones coming out my mouth. Hustle bones coming out my. Coming out my mouth. Down hard looking shot, never not strap with a glove, lock, run it back. That not and run. Hustle bones coming out my mouth. Hustle bones coming out my. Hustle bones coming out my mouth. Hustle bones coming out my. Coming out my mouth. Hustle bones coming out my. Hustle bones coming out my mouth. Hustle bones coming out my. Coming out my mouth. Black can with the blast, blood stain, knuckle breath. Gives a fuck shit with a flame. That what run it back, blood. Run up bitch to the deck, grip monsters is balling out. Control what you know about bubbling. Hustle bones coming out my mouth. Hustle bones coming out my. Hustle bones coming out my mouth. Hustle bones coming out my. Coming out my mouth. Hustle bones coming out my. Hustle bones coming out my mouth. Hustle bones coming out my.
Holy shit, is it just silent for like the last 10 seconds? It is. Dude! What the fuck was that song? Okay. So yeah, I was reading through the lyrics, obviously through it. It seems like almost like a lot of like the lyrics. I was reading like the general breakdown for Hustle Bones coming out my mouth. You know, hustling, making money, no matter the consequences, bones equaling money. It's also self-referential regarding lyricism. The dope rhymes the ride spits literally come out of his mouth. Hustle Bones could also refer to a ride literally spitting out the remains of his figurative victims who he's gone on to eat. The victims could be the competition or the listeners of Death Grips. Additionally, Ride puts forth the notion that he doesn't need to put on a fake personality to verify his credibility, since it is evident simply by looking at him and hearing his music. Which just, I mean, Jesus fucking Christ. That is a hell, like, dude, if there's one thing I'm gonna give him credit for, it is the in-depth, like, notion and, like, undertones of these lyrics. There's so many things that, like, I pull up the Genius annotation for that hot lick a shot, and the annotation just says, I don't know what this means, but it sounds pretty interesting. Oh my god, man. Fucking Genius is literally the Wikipedia of hip-hop and, like, lyrics in general. But, I mean, yeah, if there's one thing I can give credit for already on this album, it is the amount of just depth, or, like, the variation and how much depth there is to lyrics. Like, lines, you have to read into these lines. There is no simple listen and just go along with it, and, you know, you think that you can pick it up off first listen. You can't. I promise you, you can't do that. This requires more in-depth listening than anything else I think I've heard so far as being introduced to new music on this channel, next up to something like a JPEG Mafia. Like the amount of shit. But even then, JPEG Mafia, he's pretty clear with his lyrics. He obviously has, you know, different ways of, you know, having underlying undertones or having undertones put into the lyrics, or double entendres, triple entendres, stuff like that. But, like, this isn't even like an entendre. This is just like he's saying something, and it completely has a totally fucked up different meaning that you could not have even imagined it having. Like, it is just fucking crazy. It's absolutely crazy. This level of songwriting is fucking insane. And the production, the producers from the group, right? What are the names again? Andy Morin and Zach Hill. Shout out, fucking just insane production so far across this whole project. Absolutely. The choice of that weird little, I don't know if it's a sample or if it's actually recorded for the album, but like the laughing cut, like the loop of it over the hook with the crazy ass bass just slashing down, destroying it. Insane. It's insane. This is fucking wild for the ears, bro. It's absolutely insane. We're going into track number 6, which is titled I've Seen footage, the very first thing I read when I pull this up on Genius is probably the most accessible song on the album, so I'm gonna assume this will probably be the most not abrasive production like some of the other tracks, but let's jump right on into it. What does that remind me of?
Get up, these, not wasting, swallow my these. I stay these, I stay get up. These, not wasting, swallow my these. I stay these, I see foot, what's that? Can't tell, handheld drink, shot in hell, deep space ghetto drink. Show me something I ain't seen before. I ain't know it, I ain't funny. I stay RC, everybody's knowing. Where you think you're going and going nowhere. Scatter line, handle that, middle that part. Who comes his life, who takes what's left, who's next? On that next, already know my killer Cardi. Like I told you, don't touch me. What's up with it? I stay north, stimulation overload with a care for it. Desensitized by the man, some mousy shit. I stay RC, funny. I stay north, I stay funny. I stay RC, funny. I stay north, I stay funny. I stay RC.
I love that guitar.
These, not wasting, swallow my these. I stay these. Step so fast was hard to grasp what even happened. You seen that hair blow. Mountain shoulders in slow mo. We won that, it's so cold. We won that, it's so cold. I see footage, I stay north. You seven so much, boy, real looseness seem like no bones in the skin. My jaw hit the floor like this real floor. Gotta see that one more again. I stay this here and went over. Pedestrian in Brazil.
Okay, I stopped in the time. Man. Okay. By far, what I said in the beginning was right from the kind of summary from Genius. By far the most, I would say, stomachable like song. Like it definitely, like, if you put this in front of anybody, this would be by far the best song I'd say so far from the whole album. That I think somebody could like listen to and like, you know, perceive. But I also think it doesn't have nearly as in-depth like writing, which is nice, because the beat reminds me of something. It's the guitar in the beat reminds me of some almost like, I don't know what the fuck I'm thinking of. It's like 2000s rock, kind of punkish almost. But man, like, it reminds me of a specific song, and I can't think of what it is right now. But even like the lyrics, you know, in the summary from Genius, whoever the fuck writes these annotations and whoever writes the descriptions, they talk about, you know, stuff that he's seen in the ghetto being so messed up that he detaches himself from it. But I think it almost, granted the song was written in 2012, 2011, this feels like nowadays it has a different perception. Just going off of some of the lines in here, some of the lyrics, it gives more of a vibe off of like modern day social media, like society in general. Especially if I could find the lyrics again. I think it was verse number 3. Just talking about, I've seen footage. I stay annoyed, and obviously saying paranoid. But like armored cop opened fire Glock on some kid who stepped so fast was hard to grasp what even happened till you seen that head blow. Just going on. Like, my jaw hit the floor like this real footage. Gotta see that one more again. Ambulance hit and ran over pedestrian in Brazil. Little tiger boy soldier twist cat back and kill. Like, that gives me, in a modern day context, more of a sense like it's talking about being so desensitized to crazy shit in the modern age, because you can have it all just by your phone, right? You can have footage at any point. We all know, especially if you're a fucking listener of Death Grips, I'm almost sure you know of like gore sites, you know, like shot gore, stuff like that. Just crazy shit, like live leak and shit, even fucking Twitter nowadays, man. Like, just the craziest of shit you can see online on the internet, from whether it be different countries or even in your own country, like here in America. Just crazy shit that has so desensitized us as people by having unfiltered access to that kind of thing, that I will say, even from personal experience, like, I have like an extreme paranoia. It's completely unnecessary. Totally, like, not, I don't think even needed, but between, one, not living in the best of areas, and two, just in general, like, what you see on the internet. I have an insane paranoia and anxiety of going outside and doing general life things just because in a second, the people in this fucking world are crazy. You could be dead instantly. All right, this is gonna sound like a fucking bit of a crazy rant for a minute, but like, just it can change up so fast, and it's the same anxiety that I feel in real life situations that this song almost kind of gives along to me. It's like a description of that. Um, but it's also a bit of a weird thing where, you know, like I got to see that one mo again. Like you got to see it one more time. Like whatever it is on the internet that you're seeing that's desensitizing you to this stuff. But somehow by being desensitized to it, it's always in my mind when outside doing things. My anxiety's high. It's not good. It's really not healthy. But it's just my personal take on the song, right? It could totally not mean that, but my own personal interpretation of it, that is what I get from the vibe of the track. So, yeah, fantastic song though, overall. Definitely, like I said, the most, I think, like, open, most, like, music, like, track from the album so far. But yeah, fantastic fucking song. Really, really good songwriting and great production again. Love that guitar on it. Abso-fucking-lutely, just phenomenal. But we're going into track number 7. We have got Double Helix. Let's go.
Chicken, skeletal system bombing, unidentified child rough duck hit it from the back. Formula fuck up, hit an executor, cookie cutter, can't with a pull that trick shotgunner. Double, so you really wanna know? Cock your hammer, dropping thunder, double helix, stopper under influence of that head knock water. Oh fucking G with oh fucking G with
And just real quick, just want to pause because that's kind of slick. Cock the hammer, dropping thunder, double helix, stopper. I'm assuming with the past lyrics in here, like cock the hammer, dropping thunder, double helix, stopper, double helix, talking about DNA. I seen that in the annotation, but it doesn't make sense. Obviously, double helix, like a DNA strand, almost referring to killing somebody. Cock the hammer, dropping thunder, double helix, stopper. That's just little thing that I forget.
Bitch, you don't know me.
Okay.
How's it feel? Easy, make it bloody. Ain't really nothing else I see anymore. Going to the cause I'm bleeding for. In a dead man's eyes. So you really wanna know? No math, no directions, no answer. Just questions, second guessing everything you swore with. So can't tell you what to do, but I'll tell you why. Throw out a rule. Out the window and take a note to be true with the one and only view. Make it ever truly no. So you really wanna know? Double. So you really wanna know? Double. So you really wanna know how I freak it? Double. Helix, in there and back enough trucks. I am the rail to the road. How much Drop it on the one and it's on like damn. Well, I never thought, oh yeah, like I didn't know. Wake up, young blood, ain't nobody sleeping under the wall.
Man, another fucking crazy ass song. Just real quick, I just want to read. Okay, yeah, that's kind of what I picked it up on, especially going off the hook. Double helix representing almost the DNA of their songs, the DNA of everything, and I think really between the production and everything else, it feels like it is kind of a clear show of the DNA of their tracks and the DNA of what Death Grips is. Just, man, dude, I'm like looking at the lyrics and I'm trying to see if there's anything like poking out that like I missed off of like without like reading like an annotation. Just fucking crazy. Let me see. I'm just scrolling through real quick, just kind of looking over everything one more time. Jesus Christ, man, the annotations on this shit are just funny. Yeah, man, another just crazy fucking track. Insane. The production so far in this album has been phenomenal. Question mark? It's so like, okay, I'm getting more and more comfortable with it. When we first started off, like there was definitely like a moment throughout like track like 1 or 2 where I was, or not 1, sorry, like track like 2 where I was just like, man, like, is this stomachable? Like, is this good? Like, or like, can I perceive this? But I'm definitely easing more into it. It just takes a minute, okay? It takes a minute. All right, it's growing. It's definitely growing. Um, but yeah, another fucking just crazy in your face abrasive ass fucking track. Going into track number 8, we have got System Blower. Let's go.
Yeah, we came to blow your system. You know what I'm saying? You bragging about how you had it all down, but what's up now when your shit is...
What the fuck? Bro, this beat's a fucking transformer. What the shit? Shit went from like weird computerized sounds to I don't even know. Like that shit literally sounds like Optimus Prime mid-transformation. Listen to this shit.
You know what I'm saying? You bragging about how you had it all down, but what's up now when your shit is...
What the fuck?
The left in the clock and the grip to the left bucket to the head knock rhythm. System blower. System over.
What the fuck? Bro, no. I'm referring back to what I said earlier. This is a bad acid trip. This is a bad acid trip, or a good acid trip, depending on what you're trying to get out of that trip, in the form of music. Like, this shit is... I said, okay, I also said earlier the number one word, if I could describe the music so far in one word, it would be fuck. If I could describe it in 2 words, it would be fuck and nightmare. It is scary, bro.
Yeah, we came to blow your system. You know what I'm saying? You bragging about it, you had it all down, but what's up now when your shit is... Every system, blow. Stupid, big, low, on blood spray all over the desktop drums. Come worshiping, finger ripping, fuck white off the narrative. Boundary ripping, frequency breaking out there like that drug tells so sick. You know what I'm saying? You know, bragging about it, you had it all down, but what's up now when your shit is system blower. System blower. Yes, we go catch my whip, gonna let them all know who he's fucking with. Ruthlessly skinny jump, just fuck it. Can't fuck with this, cinemaster, it's my fist. Suck my dick, it's not cool. I'm too sick. What time is it? System blower. System blower. Deep in the green face, go straight to the chase like swivel shot of 180 proof. Kilowatts riot, audio violence breaks the windows and takes to the loop. System blower. System blower.
The fuck? Now we're building up? Bro. What the fuck, man? Also, little funny thing here at the end, I just read the Genius annotation for it. The song is known for having DG's oddest samples. The samples used in this track are unusual, as it includes a tennis match from Serena Williams and a recording of a train. What the fuck? Holy shit, man. Dude, Jesus Christ. Production is fucking crazy. And like again, like lyrical, I've already talked about like the lyrics super fucking in depth on this shit. Just insane. This song sounds fucking evil. The lyrics sound evil. Not to say that the whole album hasn't sounded evil, but this song in particular, that first verse starts off like, he's fucking coming to kill you. He said, how I'm coming, why I'm slinging, where I'm from, and what I'm bringing. Tell your cousins best stop sleeping because I'm busting for no reason. That random murder killing season. He sounds like he is coming to fucking kill you in your sleep, bro. This shit is so crazy. The production is a movie. The production is a fucking movie. Scum worshipping, speaker ripping, punk weight holding heretics, boundary ripping, frequency freaking out till we're like, that track sounds so sick. Yeah, this line suggests that they're pushing boundaries. Yeah, okay, fucking average genius annotation. I seen this one too. I don't even know how the fuck to pronounce this, so excuse me if I'm fucking it up. Sadomaso, kiss my fist, suck my dick. It's not cool. And then it's a sadomasochism or sadomasochism is pleasure gained either by inflicting or receiving pain. Here, the term is combined into a fucking big words, can't do it. I'm stupid. With the kiss replacing the usual suffix. The phrase "kiss my fist" on its own contains the idea of fucking whatever. Like just crazy shit, man. Fucking insane shit. Dude, this album so far has just been a ride, a roller coaster. It's been crazy. Going into track number 9, we have The Cage. Let's go. What the fuck? I think I know what that is. Like I've heard that before.
Talking fast, looking shady. You can't fake me, keep it moving. Hope that my cash will help you cope. Sorry to tell you, but it won't. How do we get out then? Oh, you say can't take it. Oh, can't take it. Oh, can't take it. Yeah, I got that man for sure, but tell him why you had to get him now.
What the fuck? Man. And I read a little bit of the annotation too there at the end. They're talking about the cage continues the themes of violence and paranoia that run throughout the money store. Here MC Ride raps about the conflicts of the inner city representing the cage. The context of the first verse would also suggest that cage could represent how social norms, the importance of money, burning paper, the sanctity of my life, first four lines, and the social taboo of drugs, Ashlung Blaston would represent certain limitations imposed by a functioning society as seen by its inhabitants. Fucking breaking out of the cage. Yeah, crazy fucking track, man. And just like again, it's a bit more surface level, I think, with the lyrics. There's still a lot of depth to most of them. But like to flip the OZ out your sleep train when the smoke clears, who remains? This right here we claim. But like again, just this song. If paranoia is a theme throughout the whole album, which I've picked up on a little bit. If that is meant to be a main theme, you're working very fucking well. You're scaring me. You are fucking frightening me, Death Grips. This is scary shit right here. This is horrifying. This is horror music. This isn't even horrorcore anymore. This is just horror music. Fucking, yeah, insane. The production, blasting as it has been. Just wild fucking shit. Going into track number 10, we have Punk Wait. Let's go. Halt immediately. Okay, I pulled up the annotation and I seen that it's in I believe Arabic. Okay, hold up. I'm just reading the annotation off rip. Because I would like to know what this says. The sample is taken from the song Waheda from the album Music from Saran Cell Phones Volume 2. This album is a compilation of music collected from cell phone memory cards in the desert. Where the fuck do you find that sample? What? This is a Sufi Ganawa song. In short, Ganawa are people originating from West Africa who inhabit North Africa, and Sufism is a very spiritual and mystical interpretation of Islam. Sufis, many of them at least believe in different levels of spirituality. Okay, they literally linked a long ass Reddit thread. Holy shit! Jesus Christ. Okay. Wow. All right. Well, let me see. Is there? Okay. We're just gonna let it play. We're just gonna let it play. I'm not even gonna sit here. I think I seen in there a little bit what it's supposed to say. Lyrics starting from, it says from 12 seconds. We're only 7 seconds in. It says Allah, 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 Allah. Oh our Lord, my Master Muhammad, the Prophet, passenger of Allah. Okay. Okay, man. Okay. This is Jesus Christ. What the? I'm not getting over that. What the fuck do you mean it's an album of memory cards that were found? It's an album of songs that were on cell phone memory cards. And they found that. And then they sampled it for an experimental hip-hop album. That's fucking crazy. Okay, let's just keep it going. That fucking clash of drums in the background with this is insane, too. What the fuck? Hold on. There's no way they flipped that. What the fuck? Bro, what the fuck is that?
Hot shit, dumb shit. Okay, motherfucker, let's do this. So don't praise her and maintain looseness. Coming through again, don't do it. One man's work, so I do it. 25,
okay, I just pulled it up because I didn't know what 25/8 was. But it says 25 and 5/8 inch is a syringe generally used for shooting steroids. That's fucking crazy, dude. That's insane. The level of depth to this shit's crazy.
'cause I'm too feel like I'm never ever gonna come down. Your faces at a run you fast the basement to smoke. For breath. Top living bumps to the neck, yeah, break out, same mo. How we fit that, most the real go. As I deck it, copper candles. Lick it down, selling singles. Look yourself, tell no eagle. Rolling on the ray eagle, inflow dance, evil. 25, 8 bucks, ray, 25, 8. 25, 8 bucks,
that distortion's crazy. I love it. Holy fucking shit, man. Jesus Christ. So yeah, after picking up on 25/8, you know, reading into it a little bit more, a lot more of the lyrics make sense, right? A lot more. A lot of the lyrics relating, obviously, to like drug use, punk weight. I'm assuming referring to obviously 25/8 being a steroid. You're getting fake weight off of steroids, right? You're not actually that tough. You're shooting steroids to become tougher. You're not really that dude. You're not really that tough. You're a bitch. But like even just after that, like a lot more of like the lyrics are coming through a lot more clear. They're not as in depth as I thought they were after kind of like learning that. But like gorilla bass straight from the trenches, poses impaled on picket fences, how to rest your head in roach infested basements, and smoke punk weight for breakfast. And then the Genius annotation just says probably talking about drugs. It makes sense with the rest of the verse. Okay. Thanks for the clear up on that one. But like Dude, just insane. That introduction too. That intro with that singing that then gets flipped into that crazy fucking distortion is outrageous, and I kind of love it. That was awesome. Yeah. Great fucking track. Going into track number 11, we have got Fuck That. Let's go. Just off rip before the song even plays, it says, in the description on Genius, the first thing I read is, this song is among the most disjointed, impressionistic, reference-laden, and violent songs on the album. That is a hell of a thing to put on somebody before they've even heard the track.
Third rep over one non-breaker. Slit throat, cut creator. Hung from the man, hanging myself with failure. Trans-stop, period, epic. Track to the next, switch, static. Off the road, glyphic. Jackal-headed, down to the under. Check it, check one, check. You can suck it till it get disgusted. Fuck that.
Alright, hold on, just real quick, just want to pause it. Because the first line stood out to me. It said third rail over 1-9 breaker. And I wondered what that meant, but it makes sense. I clicked on the annotation talking about the third line in a train, because you always see people. I've seen many videos on the internet of people sitting on train tracks, and they're fine until they lay back or they touch that third line, and then they're just dead. Because that is like the electrical passage. That is the line you shouldn't touch. But he says, third rail over 1-9 breakers, slit throat, cut creator, hung from dem nail, hang 'em high, save your fare. What the fuck? Dude.
Fuck that! Help me with that weak shit! This flat! Across the street and back! Hood crap! I don't know where I'll be at! Whatever! Get off mine, I got that too! New style, just to brace him as my combat! Boom, squad your head! To the skaters, to the system! Nah, fuck that! Gain a bad your brains to them neck bones crack! Arrest the cardiac! Black mass, mother rap! Dealer push it with all the way back! Hat where your face like a yarmulke. Never can't tell where you at. I stuck on the sky, always getting jacked. Trying to look in the mirror like, fuck that, no.
Dude, yeah. They weren't lying. With the intro paragraph, that motherfucker wants to kill somebody on this song, bro. It's insane. Definitely a bit more laid back on the production, as crazy as that sounds, because that beat was still crazy. But quite a bit more laid back, not nearly as abrasive, punchy, fucking throwing right hand swings any time that it can to really throw you off. It was definitely more consistent, more chill. But I mean, just the tonality from MC Ride is just punching through. He definitely speaks a lot clearer on this song, and I think it's because they want you to really hear his fucking tone. It is dark, it's gritty, it's fucked, but a great short little track. That one wasn't actually too long, only about 2 minutes 20 seconds. Great short little track there. Phenomenal, just dark, gritty, kind of murderous, just phenomenal sounding though. Going into track number 12, we have got Bitch Please. Let's run it. Oh yeah, I love that. What is that accent that he's doing? What the fuck?
Oh yeah, that's so trashy. How low can you go? How dirty can you get? Nasty. Fuck a drug to the nerve razor. Cut that 8 millimeter, make it hurt. Change please, leather fan. Fucking rotations. Bitch, please, you must be smoking rocks, real shit for my people.
Stop. Sorry, have to pause. That last line, I was like, what the fuck is that? Quasar game maximum vacuum rotation spin. I clicked on it. This is genius annotation, right? Somebody could be really reaching. Don't assume this is what it means, but it says a quasar is a compact region in the center of a massive galaxy that surrounds its central supermassive black hole. Its size is 10 to 10,000 times the Schwarzschild radius of the black hole. The quasar is powered by an what? What do the comments have to say? Isn't he just talking about drug abuse? Like, really smoking a grotesque amount of dope? It got -4. And then, okay, somebody else left a note that says MC Ride analogizes his life to a quasar at maximum vacuum rotation spin, most likely referencing the rumor that the band is known to smoke DMT before shows. DMT before shit, that's fucking crazy. Experiencing all sorts of insanely cool shit that is much more interesting than whatever some bitch is trying to tell him about. Oh my god, the craziest fucking annotations, man.
When shit goes down, I'll be there. Working your older crash and burning in a black hole, blasting out your
the fuck is happening, bro?
When I cocked his gun, clap, shrapnel up my lip, cause blood. Bitch, please, you must be smoking rocks, real shit for my people, and it just don't fuck up, please. You must be smoking rocks.
Fucking insane, man. Absolutely fucking insane. Another part that kind of picked up my eye a little bit was when he said drop it, like, oh yeah, that's so trashy, how low can you go, how dirty can you get, nasty fucker, drug through the dirt, razor cut that 8mm, make it hurt, chain sleaze leather face, fucker please, you must be smoking rocks. And the annotation says he's describing killing a woman, probably a prostitute. After having trashy sex, he drags her through the dirt and uses a razor to kill her. It says, fun fact, back when movies were shot on actual reels of 8mm film, they would have to be cut by hand with a razor in order to be edited. If that line plays into that, that's insane. I mean, either way, it kind of does, but, like, just insane, man. Fucking crazy. The production, again, was abrasive, which I like more, right? Especially from Death Grips. Like, the abrasive seems to be way, way better. It sounds a lot more punchy. They have a lot more to really say without words in the production when it is abrasive and over just whelming. There was little sounds. I don't know if it was a sample or something, but almost sounded like a video game coming in on both sides. Just beautiful. Beautiful shit. Going into the last track on the album, we have track 13. We have Hacker. Let's go. This is the longest track on the album. It is the longest track. Hey, 4.5 minutes.
You come out, your shit is gone. Bitch.
Going back to Tangier with some joints and a spear. Post Christian shit, post chicken of the egg addiction shit. Past the sherm stick, real reality. Be the freak you wanna see, just don't follow me. I'm on a journey to the center 3. Grab your fucking chain and drag it through the bike lane. Everybody's like, I got this pregnant snake. Days surrounded by long hair.
Where did those drums just come from so calmly? Without warning, without build-up, they just happen. And now it's just got like a nice little rhythm to it. What the fuck?
Make you want to break in the Apple Store. Sink or swim, who fucking cares with the birth chords? Dick, Gaga can't handle this shit.
What the fuck?
Yo, catch a JPEG to the head. Uber Eats, you're an intern. I'm WikiLeaks. Most loved, therefore most hated. I'm a knock on the door, we've been waiting for you. Game changer.
existence is a momentary lapse of reason. Got the DNA of Gothic lemon, shredded 13 times out of 11. Your bad ideas are the ATM. Shed my skin, leave it for the homeless and sleeping. Teaching bitches how to swim. Teaching bitches how to swim. Teaching bitches how to swim.
I love that, like, arpeggio, whatever the fuck that is.
Now we got all the coconuts, bitch. Burmies, babies under each arm. Screaming beautiful songs. The cray, ultra contrary on. Having conversations with your car alarm. When you come out, your shit is gone. Soon your crew will be serving sandwiches named after me. Vietnamese style fool, please. What's wrong with the mass games? Untraceable by name.
What
you
the
speak of us in certain circles, you will be dethroned or detained.
That was The Money Store by Death Grips. I have so many thoughts, and yet so few, if that makes sense. It doesn't. That doesn't make sense at all. It's almost... It's so fucking weird. Right? It is so weird, yet so, like, interesting. I was gonna say good, but I don't think good is the way that I would describe it off of like immediate like rip. I think interesting is the better term. That's not me saying that it was bad. It's not. It's definitely not like bad. Like, I enjoyed that, but I didn't enjoy it in the way that I enjoy other albums on first listen, where I'm like, this is good music. Like, this is like this is just good. Like, off rip, like, I can tell, like, there's there's good stuff on here that I enjoy. And while there is some stuff like that on this album, definitely like some I think like Lost Boys, I've seen footage. What else was there? Fucking Punk Weight. While there are definitely some songs on here that I get that vibe from, I feel like on first listen, the more fun of this record was the in-depth amount of paying attention that it required to really pick up on and appreciate. And I definitely missed a lot, right? I'm not gonna sit here and act like I caught everything. I did not in a landslide. There is still so much on this album I missed that I don't know. I would love to know the samples of everything on this record. I would love to know the meaning behind every single bar, but it is so crazy and in depth across this that you physically can't, not in first listen. If you're just going to listen to it for the enjoyment of the music, I think a lot of people, unless you're really, really into distorted experimental hip-hop, I think a lot of people would get turned off and get turned away from this album. Which is probably why the album has gained the kind of reputation that it has, where it's, that, like people, call Death Grips for weirdos and shit like that. But, like, when you look at it, this requires so much, not only to listen and digest, but to create this music, right? Because this sounds, to most people, I'm sure, just like a bunch of random shit. But to layer things how they're layered on this album and still make them into something that follows a tempo, you have to do creative shit. And like I said earlier, it ultimately feels like a crazy trip. Like, this feels like, I read earlier, them taking DMT before shows, apparently, or like a bad acid trip or something. This feels like a crazy, you know what? No, this is salvia. This is a salvia trip, in the form of music. It is fucking insane. From track 1 to 13, every single beat has some weird thing to it, and while some of them are more laid back than others, there were definitely a couple that like were a little bit more chill, weren't as abrasive. There are so many moments on these album or on this song, or I'm losing my mind here, on this album, that make me physically have to stop reading the lyrics and just embrace and like take the hit physically of what I'm hearing. the culmination of distortion with these crazy loops and these synths and these samples is fucking insane. And I have no other way to describe it than an interesting drug trip. Really, that is what it feels like. Like, this album is, if you asked me, if you came up to me and you said, I don't want to take drugs, I don't want to try, hallucinogens, I don't want to try shrooms, or I don't want to try LSD, what can give me the best experience of that? I would say, have an open, curious mind, and then listen to this record. Like, it is insane how fucking just wild shit gets on this album. Absolutely crazy. I will not give a final, take on it. I'm going to listen to this again, and I cannot listen to it by my favorite tracks. I need to listen to this again in full. So I don't know what more to say, really. This has been one of the craziest, honestly, one of the most fun first listens of an album that I've had. Really just a crazy fucking album from top to bottom. Phenomenal just off first rip. I think also there's a quote from what's his name, Terry Davis. He's a schizophrenic programmer who unfortunately passed away, but he had some shit going on in his head, but that's a whole other topic, whatever. These are my personal things that I get into, but there was an interview of him talking about software and people being stupid and like weirdly wired in a way. This sounds super philosophy. I promise we're not trying to get this deep, but he said something along the lines of, people are idiots because they give a claim and they give praise to something that's super complex, telling somebody, oh, I can't do that looks crazy, you must be a genius to understand it, when we should give praise to people who make things simple and make things super easy, because they can, they know how the human works. They know how things are more easy to articulate and more easy to interpret. And I think if you're going by that philosophy, this is a super interesting thing to look at. Because on one hand, like, the normal average person who wants simple music is not going to like this album at all. But on the other hand, I can totally see how this is, interpreted as genius, just in its own way. And of course, I'm well aware that I forget who all in Death Grips, if not all of them, have had drug issues, if not still have drug issues. I want to say they actually canceled or bumped the rest of their 2023 tour because I forget what it was. Like their drummer, or they subbed a drummer out because somebody was going through something, or like relapsed on like meth or some shit. So like either way, of course, I wish the best. I said this before for artists like Danny Brown. I wish the best, and I hope that these people, if they are truly addicted, can find their way to not being addicted. As somebody who has had family members who are addicted to drugs, I understand it is a very fucked up loop, a cycle that you get in and you eventually require it. And especially when you're known for making music like this, I think there's also a fear that if you're using those substances when making music like this, that substance allows you to craft like this, and that not using that substance anymore can affect how the music gets made, and will people like the music that you make, stuff like that. And I think it's an interesting take, especially with Death Grips, because this sound is so fucking abrasive and insane. It's by far some of the most abrasive shit that I've ever heard in my life. Just how unique and how crazy does it go just because of drug use? And I don't know. I really don't know. Like, none of this matters at the end of the day, right? Like, they will continue to do what they do best, and that is make crazy music for their crazy fans. But just fucking, what an insane album, man. Absolutely insane. But that's gonna do it for this one. I'm not gonna keep ranting and keep going on and on, saying the same things over and over again. I hope you guys did enjoy the video. If you guys did, be sure to hit that like button. Also, be sure to comment down below what you guys saw. Also, be sure to hit that subscribe button. Closing closing in on 1K subs. So I can't fucking wait, man. Just we've done so much shit over the past like 8-10 months or so on the channel. It's just been insane. I guess now it's December, so yeah, about 10 months, started back up in February, and we've been just killing shit since. So yeah, phenomenal. And this has been an album that's been requested for I think 9 or 8 months or so. So finally getting around to doing it. I've just kind of been putting it off because it was definitely an album that I knew I would need to sit down when I have free time. And it's another thing as well when it's a group like them who I've not really, listened to, but they're a group that randomly my interest gets piqued on, and I kind of, read up on them or do my own research about them. So, yeah, just phenomenal first listen out the gate. Definitely gonna have to read some more, and if you guys want, I will do a full review. Definitely gonna have to, read through the lyrics and listen to it some more. And if you guys want, I will do a full review on this and come back, give you guys my full, real thoughts on the album after digesting it. But man, just phenomenal on the first listen. Fucking crazy. But yeah, that's gonna do it for this one. I hope you guys enjoy. And yeah, been Vecmen, and peace out.